Unpopular opinion, but I did not love this book. Lessons in Chemistry by Garmus is a book about a woman named Elizabeth Sott, who is a chemist working in the 1950s and 1960s, and as you can imagine, it didn't go all peaches and cream for her. After a misunderstanding with Calvin Evans, who's the head honcho at the research facility, the two pair up after Elizabeth is taken off the project she's heading. They fall in love, he proposes marriage to her in the cafeteria in front of everyone, and she rejects him. Elizabeth does love him, but unfortunately, the ideals of marriage in this time were not something that she aligned with. Sadly, Calvin dies of a freak accident shortly thereafter, and Elizabeth discovers she's pregnant with his child. Elizabeth is then fired from the research facility for being an unwed mother. There's a time jump and more happens, but let's get into when Elizabeth starts hosting a cooking show, which was actually a pretty enjoyable part of this book. She becomes the host of a show called Supper at 6, and despite her producer's woe, she takes over the show basically and makes it all her own. And this is really where this book shines, is this cooking show. It was really fun to watch Elizabeth kind of take over this show and turn it up on its misogynistic head. This book also had really great found family vibes, and I really enjoyed that aspect. However, there is an essay scene in the first 20 pages of this book, and that is a choice. I know almost nothing about Elizabeth at this point in the book, but now I've shared with her her darkest moment. And I was convinced this book would never recover from that, and it kind of didn't. This whole scene was jarring, and it turned me off from this book immediately. And I would have DNF'd it if it wasn't my cover-a-thon pick for Buzzword-a-thon. The first 1/3 of this book was dramatic and traumatic and completely off-tone from what I was expecting given this bright pink cover, and now I understand why the author hates this cover. The story was able to come back around the last 2/3 of the book, but it really never did do a full recovery for me. I rated Lessons in Chemistry at 2.5 stars. It just really was not for me. It could have been for me. I love this kind of feminist story. I love female scientists that take charge. I love found family. I like to cook. This book should have been for me, and yet it wasn't. I was pretty sure 100 pages in that I was going to be unhauling this book, and yeah, it looks that way. I can't say that I personally recommend Lessons in Chemistry, but other people seem to enjoy it more than I do. If you do like strong female characters in a 1960s misogynistic-ass setting with found family vibes, maybe you would like this. Me? No. Unhaul. Like, subscribe, and follow for more book reviews.